Like, why is that just what the fuck you like?
Right, that's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's nothing. If you want to perm your hair, that's one thing, but know why you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. If you want to do it, know why you're doing it. I mean, it's conformity. You know, it is, and it's not. See, the thing is, right and wrong. We used to put up in this right and wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? You got these good right and wrong. That's right, that's wrong. That shit's relative. You know what I'm saying? That shit really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Let's deal with why. You know, we have to recognize cause and effect. Cause and effect is the thing that governs the universe.
But period. Then again, it's like, all right, recognizing cause and effect. Is it essential for everybody to trace back this cause and effect? Because I mean, I like to do it, and I know we like to do it and trace back this cause and effect.
Mm-hmm. You can't expect everyone to sit around tables and philosophize for hours and hours. Like, how is it going to filter down to the people who just, go to work, come home, have dinner?
It's like, through every means necessary.
It's going to take a lot. It's going to hurt. It's going to take a lot. And there's very few things that have been changed on the planet that didn't require bloodshed. Yeah. And when I say bloodshed, I don't necessarily mean people dying, but I mean conflict. You know, there has to be that conflict. Sure. There was conflict in me when I came to this point. I didn't just get here. You know, I'm serious, dude. I mean, I went through the whole, because I grew up Muslim, and that's what I believe. So when it came to the point, and it was like, whoa, wait a minute. You know, I fought with it for a while. Yeah. I fought with it for a while, man. When I had a man tell me, he put his hands away, like, why you got webs in your head? You're an animal. I'm like, I'm not an animal. I'm created in the image of God. You know what I'm saying? And I had this man, you know, it's like, why you got webs between your hands? I'm like, oh, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? So I had to realize the interconnectivity. But it was a conflict that I had to have.
Yeah. Losing your religion.
Yeah, I had to have it. And everyone has to have it. Yeah. Everyone does. And if you don't as an individual, you have to learn it from your parents. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To be quite honest, unfortunately, what's going to happen is, unless we change, the only way to change it is through conflict. When you asked me the last time we talked, when the last time y'all was here, we talked, and it's like, what do you want to do? I was like, I feel like I have to destroy the world. You know what I'm saying? I said, I feel like I have to destroy it.
But that, I mean, there are a lot of people waking up organically right now. Well, there are a lot of people just waking up. Just,
and praise my mother for that. You know what I'm saying? Let's make that happen.
But hey, here's the other thing to keep in mind. You need to destroy the world, but that's not destroying existence.
No,
it's the...
existence is beyond this world.
It's just, right. Exactly. So world is just our conception of it and how it goes.
It's like this.
And all that continues.
I feel bad that there won't be a Super Bowl 1 year. I do. I feel bad. I'm like, oh man, I hope we win the Super Bowl before I have to destroy this. No! You know what I'm saying? Because it has to end. Yeah. It has to end.
It is though. Just look at the economy. It's gonna end. Like it's in the middle of it already.
Yeah, it's gonna end. It's gonna end. Yeah, it is. You know, all this love.
But even so, you know, like we think about it, and from our perspective, it's going to be radically different. But you know, we've had other empires that have fallen. We've had not the world in as much disarray as now.
Did Rome actually fall, or did it transform?
Well, it's sure, and you got it. But then we still have like, all right, you know, however it's going to happen, because it doesn't even have to do with guns, because you know. What happens may not have anything to do with guns.
I used to believe that I would actually have to like storm the White House. I used to draw pictures on how I would attack it.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. I used to draw pictures. You know what I'm saying? How I would make cheap weapons and the whole nine. Yeah. On how to completely destroy America from within. Think about it all the time. Yeah. You can ask anybody who's in the 8th grade with me who wrote my bus. Talk about it all the time. All the time. That's what I was gonna do. But I realized that's not plausible.
Plus it carries the seeds of its own destruction.
Yeah, I mean, it's not plausible because it's the whole Animal Farm thing. If anybody asks me a book to read, Animal Farm. Animal Farm. You can read that book. That's an excellent book. That's if anyone ever asks me a book to read, you know, they're thinking I'm going to say something about Sheikh Anta Diop, which is excellent author. Who? Sheikh Anta Diop. Read African Origins of Civilization. Read African Origins of Civilization. Read that book. Seriously. All right. Read that book. Look it up. Excellent book. The dude, fucking genius. way ahead of his time. There's nothing in the book that is anti-white. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing in the book that's saying that, Africans are better than white. It's just ridiculous.
I'm so glad about that. I'm just so sick of hearing that.
There's nothing in the book that says that. Please read that book.
I'm telling
you, it is awesome. He wrote Civilization et Nigris. You know what I'm saying? It is French, because he was from Senegal. He spoke French. You know what I'm saying? So the book was originally written in French. I think it's like, it just begs the question, the whole Elaborate song is Greek. La emotion es Nigris. You know what I'm saying? So that was rational is Greek and that was emotional is black. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So it begs the question that. You understand what I'm saying? And I swear to you, this dude is a monster. And it's a shame that y'all don't know who he is.
So,
you see what I'm saying? He's dead, of course, but he's an absolute beast.
But
there's nothing in it that's...
So even talking about that, obviously, like one of the big strengths is that you pointed out, first off, is it's nothing anti-white, right? So nothing to make somebody's ego... Nothing to make somebody's ego rise. Nothing to make somebody be like, well, wait a second.
Yeah.
Right?
It'll make your ego rise if you believe that the dichotomy of what we've been taught as far as white being positive and black, white being better and black being less. So yeah, it does. Right. But like for me, it at the time when I first read it, it kind of fulfilled shit that I was told anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And did it without the need for it.
Yeah, and then I didn't, and it was outstanding because I could do this without hating the next man. You know, see the whole thing, the whole dichotomy in which we live. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing, like you have your Nation of Islam groups, you have your black separatist groups. All of these things where we might look at it as a society like, well, they're wrong. That's like the Black Klan. That's bullshit. They are the exact fucking. That's what the fuck you get for what you give us. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Because what that is trying to fucking fight against that which oppresses. So it's trying to fight against it. Exactly. That's the whole cause and effect thing again. We ignore that. Like I told y'all a couple times before. I'm writing in the process of writing the book, and the total purpose of my book, the total purpose of this book I'm inscribing rather, is to develop perspective. That's the total purpose. Like I'm like one with perspective. When you read it, you're gonna read. But when y'all read the book, it's like one book perspective. Like well, one perspective thinks or one perspective this. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's all about developing perspective.
Yeah.
That's the only way, in my opinion. If you see another way, let's go and let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's try to figure that one out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But where I'm coming from, and like again, it's not me. It's deeper than me. You know what I'm saying? This is deeper than me. When I tell you the thing, when I said that I'm sitting in my room and somebody came in my room and it was this thing just sitting up in my room with a circle head, and I started crying. And my mom came, my dad came in there and got me because my mom's in a wheelchair. My dad came in there and got me like, what was going on? I'm like, well, it was somebody in my room. I was like, it was your Uncle Jordan. There was one in the house. And I went back up there and I had this dream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's real. I mean, I'm not lying about that at all. I'm not lying about that at all. I can tell that story 1,000 times. It'll never be in the difference.
Fill in the blanks for me, though, because I can't remember all of it. But, I remember what you said, but I just, it's not all filling in.
Well, I mean, I couldn't have been no more than 4. And it was like, at the time when I looked at it, I thought I was just being a big boy. But now that I look back on it, I realized my mother and father wanted to have sex. And they put me down there in the room, you know what I'm saying? So they put me upstairs, like, yo, you're a big boy, you know what I'm saying? You sleep upstairs by yourself. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Did you usually not sleep upstairs by yourself?
I used to sleep with my mama, you know what I'm saying? So I remember when my dad first started bringing his ass over there, because he was in the Army, and I don't remember him coming home from the Army. I'm not very conscious of that, but I remember him being kind of new. You know what I'm saying? I remember him being like, when are you going home? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's he still doing?
Yeah, what the fuck is he doing here? This dude leaving. Because we used to sleep in the bed together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
But my thought is, those guys who came and got you were probably waiting for you to be alone so they could come and get you.
That's what's wild. I'm serious. It was as soon as that point, as soon as that